Okay, so we're going to talk about fractions and equations very quickly. So no new math here, just we're going to use a fraction where before we've usually dealt with whole numbers. So let's say I have this problem, 1/2 x equals 32, and I want to solve for x. I'm going to do the exact same process that I've done with my whole numbers, but now I'm dealing with fractions. So I want to get x by itself, which means I'm going to do the opposite operation on this side to get x alone. So that means I'm going to divide by 1/2. So instead of 1/2 times x, I'm going to divide that side by 1/2. And that means I have to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to divide it also by 1/2. And so what I end up with is x equals 32 divided by 1/2. And you remember when I'm doing division with fractions, I'm going to find the reciprocal of the second number and multiply instead. So I do 32 times 2/1. Turn 32 into a fraction. And I'm going to multiply straight across. I get 64/1, which is the same as 64. So x here equals 64. Now I could go back and test this out. And I could say, is 1/2 times 64 32? It is, it works out. So equation solving with fractions is exactly the same as it was with whole numbers. Let's do one other quick example. 1/4 plus x equals 20 3/8. So again, I'm just going to solve this the same way I would a regular equation. I'm going to do the opposite here to get x by itself. So I have 1/4 plus x. I'm going to subtract 1/4 from that side. Those will cancel out. And that means I'm also going to subtract 1/4 over here. And then I just work this out like I would any subtraction fraction problem. So 20 3/8 minus 1/4. I find my common denominators. Here it's 8. And so 3/8 minus 2/8 is 1/8. 20. Carry straight down. And I get 20 1/8 as my answer, and that is x. And then I could test this out. I could say, is 20 1/8 plus 1/4 20 3/8? And it is, so it works out. Equation solving in fractions, exactly the same as you've done before. Don't let the fraction part freak you out. Just work the problem with the steps you know.